This is one of the world's most amazing beauty spots. 600 years ago, Byzantine monks were enthralled by the savage beauty of this strange landscape. The meteors, scenery of extravagant beauty, suspended between heaven and earth.
It's a unique natural phenomenon. 24 sheer rock peaks jutting up in an area of just 30 square kilometers in the Thessaly Plain, at the heart of central Greece. At the foot of this imposing gray rock formation, with its alternating peaks and cliffs, lies the small town of Kalambaka, gateway to the exploration of the rocks and their mysteries.
Each rock is different, but they all have the smooth contours and rounded shapes characteristic of centuries of erosion by patient winds. There are still doubts as to the origin of these enormous stalagmites, which arise where the Pinos River emerges from the deep canyons of the Pindi mountain range. Some say that they consist in fact of the cores of hard rocks, which, after the erosion of the sandstone and the sandy clay which envelop them, remain isolated.
Others claim that the phenomenon dates back to the Tertiary Age, more than 25 million years ago, at a time when the Thessaly Plain was covered by the waters of a lake. At this spot is said to have been a river delta. The river deposited sand, mud, and pebbles at its mouth. This alluvium first agglomerated to form an enormous cone. Then the cone fragmented when the water receded, leaving the plain festooned with hills and peaks of all shapes.
These very special rocks have always held a fascination for those who craved the absolute. One somehow felt closer to the gods in their midst. As early as the 9th century, hermits found shelter and a place to worship in these natural caves. They provided safety and serenity. Monastic communities appeared later, in the 14th century.
The formidable challenge that building monasteries on top of these inaccessible rocks must have been continues to amaze us. Throughout the centuries, 24 monasteries were built in all. Only 5 are